How do you get the quiet people to have a voice in your organization? Every place that I've worked, and I'm sure it's the same for you, you have some people that are more boisterous. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but they're maybe more extroverted. They want to speak up. They want to give their voice a chance to be heard and communicate whatever message they're communicating. And then you have the people that probably have great ideas. Maybe they're more introverted. Maybe it's really difficult for them to communicate out, or they just feel they're being respectful and letting others take the center stage. So one of the things to think about is, and I'll use my experience running a number of different boards of directors over the years as CEO of different organizations. And what I did is I would have challenges, first of all, with 2 or 3 people that would dominate the conversation, whatever the topic was. You'd know whose hands would be raised. You weren't sure exactly what they were going to say, but you were definitely going to hear from them. And then there's others that you really would want to hear from that you probably don't. So a couple of things I did is, one is I had, usually at my board meetings, I had the participants of the board break into small groups and gave them a topic. A lot of times people that are introverted or don't want to speak in a large group will speak up with a group of 2 or 3 people. And then somebody will represent them and talk about, what they have to say in terms of their issue. That's one way to get them involved. Another is to talk to people beforehand, whether it's a board meeting or another opportunity, to say, hey, I'd love to hear from you on this. So please speak up at the board meeting or at a staff meeting or whatever it may be. So there's lots of different ways to get people to speak up, but I think you'll all agree that it's really important to get them to do that, because oftentimes the best ideas may be left unsaid because somebody doesn't want to speak up. Or also come in after a meeting and then they'll say, hey, I really didn't want to say this in front of the group, but here's what I want to say. So I'd love to hear your ideas in terms of how you've been able to get those quiet voices to be heard, which is extremely important. Follow us on LinkedIn and subscribe to our retained YouTube channel. Thank you.